Welcome back, Fragrance Fiend here today with Tabac 28 by Labo, one of the city exclusives which is only available in Miami. For those of you who don't know, Labo make fragrances specifically for certain cities which are only available at those stores all year round, but once a year and for a very short limited amount of time and very limited amount of stock, they'll actually become available worldwide. Through people I know, I managed to find out that only 2 made it into my state, I bought one, and the other one never ended up selling, so that got sent back to Miami. So for those of you who don't know, Labo started in 2006, they wanted to revolutionize the perfume industry and create a bit of a difference after that year after year repetitious cycle of the same old thing by so many other companies. They become really well known for their flagship Santal 33, which I also recently purchased and will do a review of in the near future too. But for today, let's look at Tabac 28, released in 2019. I'm yet to put on my label because I kind of like the plain aesthetic without it, but I'll probably eventually do that once I get a little low on the bottle. For 100ml, it comes in at a whopping $775. And if say you bought the 15ml and wanted to do the math to see how much each spray cost, it would literally be $1 per spray. So since there was only one official retailer in my entire state that stocked it, I had to get my hands on it. So with Labo, they're always named after an ingredient and a number. So the ingredient is the primary note, which is essentially the heart note, the fragrance that it's built around, while the number is the additional notes which kind of linger in the background, but they only tell you so many and the rest are a bit of a mystery. So the description of Tabac 28 is as follows: deeply aromatic tobacco absolute. Picture a Cuban Havana distilled, combined with opulent oud and a striking cedarwood blend, creating a smooth, smoldering feel. Gaiac wood and rum give the fragrance an intoxicating warmth, round odor with green cardamom. The whole thing is alive, vibrant, sensual, and decadent even. And it only brings to Wynwood more colourful graffiti. But this one is for your nostrils only. So for this, they don't actually use real tobacco, it's actually captured through headspace technology. If you want to know the science behind that, I did a bit of an explanation in my Clive Christian aesthetic review, and you can learn more about that there. I never really give my full opinion till the end of the videos, but I just have to say this is like my fragrance of the year. It's just so incredibly addictive. The tobacco is instantly detectable right on that open. Honestly, I can't really compare any other tobacco-based fragrances that are quite similar to this. It's really in its own league. I'd actually describe this as a little more of an ashier scent opposed to smoky. I use the word ashy because it's got a bit of a sharper tonality to it, which could be from the cardamom as well. So that cardamom does play a pretty big role in the opening, then once it dies down, that rum comes out to give it that boozy element. And thankfully it's not like every other boozy scent where it becomes like sickly sweet and everyone in the room can smell it and it just becomes kind of disgusting after a while. This is a lot more friendlier than that. It's just a mild little kick to give it some edge, to round it out, but not be that sickly sweet, boozy typical scent you smell everywhere. The cedarwood creeps in, gives it a tiny bit more creaminess, but there isn't any oud per se. But overall, it's just one of those scents I really can't get enough of, where I'm just smelling my wrist all day due to that addictive nature to it. It's definitely not something for everyone, but for the type of scents I like, it's a scent I'd love to wear every day if I could justify spraying it every day, but then again I wouldn't really be able to easily replace it since it's not available. I've always been a firm believer in choosing your own scent and being unique, being different, not to really follow the crowd and do the whole top 10 video thing. I'd rather get a compliment on my scent being unique opposed to somebody just losing themselves going, wow, that's amazing, what is that? Only for that person to buy that scent for another person and so on. And I prefer to wear fragrance as an extension of my personality, not everyone else's. So before you buy your next Dior Sauvage or 1 million, really think to yourself, why are you wearing fragrances and how do you want people to react to it, or are you doing it for yourself? But back to Tabac 28. Is it worth the price of $775? That's really subjective to the person buying it. You're mostly paying for the exclusivity of this one, as it's not even real tobacco, but if you really love the scent, then go for it. And with all that being said, I'm gonna have to give this my extremely rare rating of 10 out of 10, which I believe to memory I've only ever done that once before. And usually when I like a fragrance this much, I don't really tell anyone I own it, and if they ask what I'm wearing, I usually lie. And it's my happy little secret, I can wear this fragrance, for example, knowing other people won't be wearing it. But anyway, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.